You can be anointed and still abused until you rise in truth. Months passed since that unforgettable day, the day Amika's hand froze in the air, and heaven spoke justice into Sinaza's suffering. Now the same hands that once bruised her now served her. Emeka cooked, cleaned, bathed the children, sang worship in the kitchen while scrubbing pots. He even joined morning devotion with tears, tears of repentance, tears of shame, and tears of healing. People in church began to whisper, "Ah, Brother Emeka has changed, oh." But they didn't know the full story. They didn't know that God didn't just change Emeka, He rebuilt Sinaza. Because even after the abuse stopped, the healing had to begin. The invisible scars, the broken self-worth, the years she silenced herself for the sake of peace. Her voice, buried under tradition, religion, and fear, had to be resurrected. One night, while praying in the secret place, God whispered to her, "You thought I wanted your silence. No, daughter, I wanted your obedience. And obedience is not weakness, it is strength under submission to me, not to oppression." And that night she cried not from pain, but from awakening. She realized she was more than a wife. She was a daughter of Zion, a spiritual gatekeeper, a lioness who had finally found her roar. She no longer walked timidly in her home. She walked with presence. She no longer begged to be seen. Her light could no longer be hidden. Soon, women started reaching out to her secretly. "Sinaza, I'm going through the same thing. How did you survive? Please pray for me." And she began to minister, not with a microphone, but with truth, in living rooms, in quiet phone calls, in whispered prayers. She led a revival for broken women, not to break homes, but to rebuild identity, to teach them that submission is not slavery, that God does not endorse abuse, that a woman after God's heart knows when to fight, not with fists, but with spiritual fire. One day, Emeka came to her again, this time not as a tyrant, but as a student. He knelt. "Teach me how to love you. Teach me how to be the man God called me to be. I was never taught, but I'm ready to learn." And that was the real miracle, not just that Emeka changed, but that Sinaza was no longer the same woman he once controlled. She had become the woman God originally designed, fearless, full of wisdom, a vessel of grace, but not afraid to draw a line in the spirit.